Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We're going to be in the Masters of the Wild for this video. This is a continuation of the Prestige class videos. We're going to be going over the Tamer of Beasts. And I love the image they have for the Prestige class. The guy's commanding a swarm of rats. So, we'll go over what the Tamer of Beasts is, which is pretty evident, and the requirements to become one, and I'll tell you whatever changes you need to make if you want to use this for Pathfinder. We'll go over the hit dice, the skill points, we'll go over the actual table for the leveling of the class, and all the specials you gain, and then we'll read those specials in detail. And if I see anything that I would change to use this Prestige class for Pathfinder, I'll let you know as I come across it. So, the Tamer of Beasts. The ability to bond with animals opens up a new way of life for some druids and rangers. By exploring and strengthening their bonds with their animal companions, they can improve not only the creatures' lives, but their own as well. Though a character who follows this path is called a Tamer of Beasts, this is perhaps a misnomer, since he does not truly master, tame, or domesticate his companions. Rather, through his magic and his overwhelming concern for his charges, he can make them tougher and more intelligent. Ultimately, he can even converse with them as equals. So, that's the brief bit of the Tamer of Beasts. There's more there, but that should be enough to tell us what it is. So the requirements if you want to become the Tamer of Beasts. You have to have animal empathy of 10 ranks. So for a Pathfinder, I would reduce that down to 7, just based on how the ranks work from first level. Feats, skill focus, animal empathy. Spells, ability to cast Animal Friendship. Now, I'd have to check Pathfinder to see if Animal Friendship's even in there. But originally, the Druid class, and this is a 3.5 is when it started changing, but originally the Druid class in 3.0, the animal companion you had was just an animal. Like, you could get spells that would allow it to be more potent and stuff, but you weren't linked to it magically other than the Animal Friendship spell, which all it did was made it permanently your friend. And so it would travel with you. So that might need to be changed to be more applicable to Pathfinder. When you're leveling in the class, the Prestige class, you'll get a D8 hit points each level, and 4 plus your intelligence modifier and skill points. The following skills are class skills: animal empathy, climb, concentration. I would take concentration out of there and build it into the class levels like you do with any of the spellcasting classes. Craft, diplomacy, handle animal, heal, hide. So hide and move silently becomes stealth. Intuit direction, knowledge nature, jump. Jump is now part of acrobatics. Listen and spot are now part of perception. Ride, scry, spellcraft, spot, swim, and wilderness lore. And wilderness lore is now called survival. I don't know that animal empathy is in Pathfinder. I think it might be built into the Druid class as just part of their abilities. Otherwise, it just functions like diplomacy with animals. Okay, so let's look at the table. The attack bonus you get out of this Prestige class is about the mid-range attack bonus. It's the same that you would have if you played a cleric or a rogue. So it starts at a +0 at first level in the Prestige class. By the time you're 10th level, it would be a +7. And remember, that adds to whatever base attack bonus you had before you took the Prestige class. So after you reach, I think 6, when it becomes a +6, you'll have 2 attacks in a round. The fortitude save and the reflex save are the best saves. You can look at any core class out of the core rulebook or out of the player's handbook. The fort and reflex start at a +2 as the best saves in the game. By the time they're at 10th level, they'll be +7. So any class's good saving throw would follow that same pattern. The will save for this prestige class is its worst save. So any core class, you could look at whichever save starts at a +0. It would follow that pattern. So at first level, it's a +0, and by the time it's 10th level, it's only a +3. Now, you don't really get very many spells per day or spells known from this prestige class. According to the table, you only get 3 levels that would overlap with your spell casting. At 3rd level, at 6th level, and at 9th level. So if you were, say, a 5th level druid going into this, well, according to empathy, you would have to be a 7th level druid going into this. You would only be, after the 10 levels, so you'd be a 17th level character, you'd only be a level 10 druid when it comes to spellcasting. So, at 1st level, you get Animal Mastery and Intelligence 4. We'll have to read into that to really see what it means there. Empathetic Link at 2nd level. At 3rd level, you get Blood Bond, Intelligence 6, Natural Armor +2. At 4th level, you'll get Animal Senses, Hearing, Smell, and Speak with Master. At 5th level, you'll get Beast Mastery and Intelligence 8. At 6th level, you'll get Natural Armor +4 and Share Saving Throws. I'm going to assume the Intelligence and the Natural Armor are all applicable to the animal. At 7th level, Animal Senses Vision, Intelligence 10, and Share Spells. At 8th level, Command Creature of Kind, which looks like a spell-like ability. At 9th level, Intelligence 12, Magical Beast Mastery, Natural Armor +6. And at 10th level, Inspire Greatness. So, another side note, if you level into this prestige class, your weapon and armor proficiency does not change. So, you don't gain any new weapon and armor proficiencies. The first thing I think I would change of this is I might change the spells per day, spells known, and do it like every odd level you would get a level of your spellcasting class. Because that would still, you would still be weaker spellcasting wise. Because I don't know that all these benefits are going to outweigh your lack of spellcasting. Animal Mastery. Beginning at 1st level, the Tamer of Beasts can have animal companions whose hit die total no more than the sum of twice his Tamer of Beasts level plus twice his caster level for animal friendship. For example, a Druid 7, Tamer of Beasts 3 can have 20 hit dice of animal companions. No individual animal companion can have more hit dice than the Tamer of Beasts does. So back to animal friendship and animal companions. You were limited on hit dice, on how powerful your animal companion was with the animal friendship spell, but you could also have multiple animal friends that ate up different portions of that hit dice total. And there again, you weren't linked to them magically except by the spell. They are now your friend. And that was it. So you could befriend more with the animal friendship, but you could only keep that total with you, because that total would be the only willing ones to follow you. So this increases the total by double your Tamer of Beasts level. So that's pretty cool. Intelligence. Through constant exposure to the Tamer of Beasts, his animal companions become more intelligent than the average of their species. When the Tamer of Beasts is first level, the intelligence score of each of his companions rises to 4, and the creature's type changes to Magical Beast. That's cool. This minimum intelligence score rise by 2 points for every 2 Tamer of Beast levels the character gains thereafter. This improved intelligence may allow the companion to follow more complex instructions than it could before. You were limited to how many instructions you could teach an animal because of the intelligence score. I think it was like 10 commands, but it understood all those 10 commands. It's still an intelligent creature, so it could choose not to obey. Also, the Tamer Beast can teach each companion 3 tricks per point of intelligence it has. So there you go. So at first level of this, it has an intelligence of 4 now, so it can now know 12 tricks. Empathetic link. At second level, the Tamer of Beasts gains an empathetic link that allows him to communicate telepathically with his companions to a maximum distance of 1 mile. The Tamer of Beasts and his companion can understand one another as if speak with animals' effects were in force. Of course, intelligence is still a factor in the content of such conversations, and misunderstandings on the basis are still possible. Blood Bond. At third level, each of the Tamer of Beast companions gain a +2 on all their attack rolls, checks, and saves after witnessing any threat or harm to the Tamer. This bonus lasts as long as the threat is imminent and apparent. Natural Armor. Also, when the Tamer of Beasts reaches third level, each of his companions gain a +2 enhancement bonus to Natural Armor. This bonus rises to +4 at 6th level and +6 at 9th level. To me, that seems a little low based on the total character level by the time you get it. But that's only that. As far as the bonuses themselves go, that's pretty cool. Animal Senses. At 4th level, the Tamer of Beasts can hear through any designated companion's ears or smell through its nose. At 7th level, he can see through a companion's eyes. The Tamer can activate his animal senses as a standard action, and he does not lose the ability to sense events around him by doing so. So you don't become unaware of what's going on around you while you're doing this. Cool. Speak with Master. Also at 4th level, the Tamer of Beasts gains the ability to communicate verbally with his companions in a language of his own. Creatures other than his companions cannot understand this communication without magical aid. Beast Mastery. At 5th level, the Tamer of Beasts can use the Animal Friendship spell to affect beasts in addition to animals, regardless of the target's intelligence score. Beast companions count against the Tamer's total allowed hit dice of companions just like animals do. That's cool. And either way, it becomes a magical beast if you succeed, so. Share Saving Throw. When the Tamer of Beasts reaches 6th level, his companion can use either his base saves or their own, mixing and matching to gain the highest value for each. That's pretty good and beneficial. Share Spells. At 7th level, the Tamer of Beasts may have any spell he casts on himself also affect one companion of his choice within 5 feet of him. A spell with a duration other than instantaneous stops affecting the companion if it moves further than 5 feet away. The effect is not reinstated even if that companion again comes within 5 feet of the character before the spell's duration expires. Additionally, the Tamer may cast a spell with a target of view on the companion instead of on himself. The Tamer of Beasts and the companion can share even spells that do not normally affect creatures of the companion's type. Next is Command Creatures of Kind. When the Tamer of Beasts reaches 8th level, his companions can use Command as a spell-like ability at will against other creatures of their kind. This ability affects only creatures with fewer hit dice than the particular companion has. Each companion can use this ability once per day per 2 levels of the Tamer. and the ability functions like the spell command. For the purpose of this spell, the companion can make itself understood. Magical Beast Mastery. At 9th level, the Tamer of Beasts can use the Animal Friendship spell to affect magical beasts in addition to beasts and animals, regardless of the target's intelligence. Magical Beast companions count as double their own hit dice against the Tamer's total allowed hit dice of companions. For example, a cockatrice with 5 hit dice accounts for 10 hit dice of companions. That's a little steep on the cost. I like it, it's just a little steep on the cost. It's pretty cool. Inspire Greatness. At 10th level, the Tamer of Beasts can grant extra fighting ability to all his companions within 30 feet. An inspired companion gains +2 hit dice, d10s that grant temporary hit points, and a +2 competence bonus on attacks and a +1 competence bonus on fortitude saves. Apply the companion's constitution modifier, if any, to each bonus hit dice. These extra hit dice count as regular hit dice for determining the effects of spells such as sleep. The Tamer of Beasts can inspire his companions once per day, and the effect lasts for 5 rounds. This is a supernatural mind-affecting enchantment ability. I would change Inspire Greatness right away to be his spellcasting modifier. I do it once per day plus 1 additional time per day per his spellcasting modifier. It'll last 5 rounds when it's cast, like it says there, but it gives you more uses. So let's go back and rebuild this class for Pathfinder a little bit. So I'd still go with my initial thing. Every odd level you would get a spellcasting class overlap for this, for spells and spells known. Given how the animal companions work in Pathfinder, I would probably say you would get your Druid level plus your Tamer of Beast level, plus double your Tamer of Beast level, and hit dice of extra animal companions that would follow this setup that they have. Now the natural armor bonus I'd probably not do as a +2. I won't change how often they get it, but I would boost it to a +3, so it'd go up by 3s instead of 2s. So +3 at 3rd level, +6 at 6th level, and a +9 at 8th level. That would give them ACs comparable enough to be more useful in combat. And that's only if you use them in combat. And then Animal Friendship I'd have to put into Pathfinder because I doubt that spell's in there anymore. Also, like I was saying on the requirements, Animal Empathy would have to be reduced down to 7 ranks because their example is a Druid of 7th level. Well, ranks in Pathfinder, the maximum ranks you can have in a skill is 1 at 1st level. The maximum ranks you could have in a skill in 3rd edition D&D and 3.5 D&D was 4, because you got 4 times the starting skill points at 1st level for your class, and the maximum ranks were 3 plus your level in a skill. So you could get up to a +4 plus your ability modifier in all your skill checks at 1st level. But that's the Tamer of Beasts. Is there anything you would change in this prestige class to use it in Pathfinder? Put it in the comments below. If you're thinking about playing the Tamer of Beasts in your games, let me know. If you want to use this outside of D&D, outside of older D&D and Pathfinder, show this to your game master and come up with a game plan of how to use it, so that way you can take advantage of some of the abilities and the cool effects of the prestige class. Until we all game again, guys.